All right, guys, we are back. We are back to small cap trading. And once again, this morning, banking again on WWR. Called this out over in Discord, guys. I said, watch this for a quick pop over 4. I'm expecting a lot of traders that have FOMO, and this thing could run. So, called that out in Discord. I apologize I didn't, specifically tell you guys that, I was in. But, I did give you guys, multiple heads up. Watch this thing to go on a quick pop. Watch FOMO to come in on this thing. Right now, what market are we in? We're in a chase everything market. Basically, all longs are, feeling FOMO. They may have missed, the SES train, the BIMI train. And now WWR pops up this morning. Traders see it's a 1 million afloat, and they're like, I am not missing this one. And everyone's saying that. Every single trader, that's the mentality. I'm not missing the next one. I'm not missing the next one. And it turns into a huge long rampage here. And we just have tons of longs. It's not even, it's basically, I call it FOMO volume. So we basically had huge FOMO volume. And these were some giant bars here. Some giant bars here on WWR. We did 100K 1 minute bar, which is absolutely insane on WWR. So make sure you guys are over in Discord. I'm calling these out. And I'm sorry today I didn't give you guys like a specific I didn't give you guys that I was like the specific entry that I was in, but I did give you multiple heads up on this one on WWR. And I just want to show you guys my chart, show you guys I actually took the trade, wasn't bullshitting. So here are my entries on WWR. Was loading up here 360s, loaded up more here 340s. Took some safety sells here around 380. Took some more off at 4. Took some at 5, and then took the rest at 6. So final exit there was at $6 on WWR. So you guys can do the math. Almost 100% gain from my first entry to my last exit on WWR this morning. So fantastic trade so far on WWR this morning. So yeah. Now let's dive into this watch list so far. So right now we have about 3 plays on watch at the moment. First will be on WWR, and so judging by the volume, you guys can see it's absolutely massive here on WWR. So where we have our lines at. So I would not be surprised, guys, to see this drop all the way to $4. I would not be surprised if this dropped all the way to $4 at open. To me, this is a lot of longs in here, guys. Very long infested. I think there's a lot more longs in short, and sometimes that could lead to some of the most massive drops. So I would not be not be shocked at all if we see this drop to 4. So I'm expecting I'm definitely expecting a big pullback. So I've been warning you guys and telling you guys. Do not chase up here at $6, guys. We literally gone from $3 all the way to almost $7 in the matter of. We started putting some real volume around 8:45. So in the matter of 20 minutes, guys, 20, 30 minutes, we've just gone straight up from $3 to $7 with no major pullback. So I would not be surprised if we see this thing dump back to this $4 line. This is kind of my, I'm going to map the $4 line, and then I'm going to map the $5 line. So, I'm not really expecting the $6 line to hold. If it goes, it goes. I'll not be a buyer at $6. I will not buy at WWR at $6. I'll be waiting for, a $5 pullback and a 4. Like I said, not surprised if we drop the 4. So these are my levels. These are my lines. I like to buy near or at my lines on WWR. And you guys know what setup I like to look for, the wash, trap, and squeeze pattern. That is my go-to favorite pattern. We pull a support, come down to the lines, start to curl, put in higher lows, reclaim, boom. We go over this every morning. That's my favorite go-to pattern. So we'll be looking for a similar pattern to that on WR this morning. These are my lines. I'll be waiting for these lines. Please, guys, do not chase. Do not buy at 6. Do not buy at 7. Do not buy at 8. I'm telling you guys. This is how you blow up accounts. This is how you blow up accounts. Just accept you missed the initial pre-market run. Be okay with that. And just move on. You gotta keep a clear head. Your head can't be clouded. You gotta have smart judgments, smart decisions, and a smart decision is not buying up here. All right. So next, SES. Now SES doing exactly what I did expect it to do. I did predict the stock to open SSR. on SES. So let me look at the levels here. So I'm seeing a level right around this $15 line. So I have this $15 line mapped up on SES, and we map some overhead. I'll map a $20 line, and then we'll map yesterday's high right around this 26.10 area. So SES, we're on day 3 now. So as you guys know, each day it gets more tricky on the long side. Now we're on day 3 on SES. So each day it gets more challenging for the stock to sustain this giant uptrend, this giant move. But now with SSR on, things could get a little crazy. I'm not saying it will. I'm just saying SSR is on now. It's going to be much harder for shorts to really drive the price on down. Because it does look like we're about to open SSR, and I did predict this. I said, guys, I think we're going to stay around this area. Probably going to open under 1755, the SSR level. And with SSR on, it could be game on. So, we could definitely be seeing, upwards of $25-30 today on SES. At the same time, we could be seeing, $8-9. So we really got to see how price action and volume looks like. But all I'm saying is now, be very careful. SSR looks like it will be on. So, you guys know what that means for short sellers. So just be wary of that, and you got to see how the volume and the price action looks on SES this morning. If this thing opens up no volume, and it could just be a dumb train from there. So we really got to see. I'll definitely be keeping an eye on SES this morning. Next, BIMI. BIMI. This was yesterday's sympathy mover to SES. Is a Chinese name as well. Floats around 1.8 million, so it's about double the float of SES. Regardless, still below 2 million float, so still a very low float stock. So SES, on this one, I don't really have a strong bias on this one. The volume on it, wasn't as great as SES in my opinion. It was kind of this more grindy action. The volume bars weren't insanely huge like SES, but at the same time, regardless of that, still a very nice move. I think it was like a 700% gain yesterday on BIMI on this one. The pre-market volume bars are decent. Nothing crazy. So on BIMI, I'm gonna be a little cautious on this one. If you guys think about it, we do have a lot of volume spread out at the moment. We have WWR, a lot of traders on that one, BMII, SES. So I won't be surprised out of these 3 if we see maybe 1 or 2, die off pretty hard. It would not surprise me if we see like WWR just absolutely dump. We see BMII absolutely dump. If I was a betting man, I'd say maybe one of these plays today are gonna die extremely hard. And that could be BIMI or WWR. No one really knows what's gonna happen, but I'm just saying, in my opinion, I think we could see one of these plays die on off. So yeah, BMII here. We gotta see how this one opens on up. You gotta see the price action. You gotta see how the volume looks. I do have 2 lines mapped up on my other screen, so I do have the $9 line mapped up. And I do have the $8 line mapped up. I think the only way I would long this thing on BMII, I'm being very cautious on this one too. I don't like it as much as SES. I said that this morning. I'm not a huge fan of this BIMI one. So I would not be surprised if this thing has a massive dump today. But the only way I think I would long this is if it sets up very similar to SES yesterday. If we come down to our $8 line, sorry at $7.90, but you guys know what I mean. It's 8. If we come down to this $8 line and do a very similar pattern to SES, and I see the tape kind of looks very similar, I'm seeing good things in the tape, then I think I will long it. But if we don't see that, I don't think I'm gonna look for a dip buy on this one. I don't think I'm gonna look for a dip buy and wait for more confirmation, and then I'll go from there on BIMI. So that's my game plan on all 3 of these plays. WWR waiting for my lines. SES, I want to see how it looks around 15. And I need to see my confirmation for price action and volume in all 3 of the plays. So That's gonna be my game plan on this morning for those three plays. And maybe I'm gonna put a PSTV. This one I have news. This is a former runner, but it did go on a recent run. You guys know how I feel about stocks that went on recent runs. You're gonna have a lot of bag holders here. It's a big volume day. Some big volume days here, and recently you kind of saw that on Yuma yesterday. The Yuma went on a rip in the past, went on a rip yesterday. So we'll see. Still in a hot market, but we'll keep it on the back burner. All right. Sorry if I didn't see any questions, guys. Was just going over that game plan. Did see you guys wrote a lot of questions. Yeah, I do agree with you, Ricky. Like I said, each day it gets tougher, and I wouldn't be surprised if you see like BIMI or maybe SES, give back its gains today. I could definitely see that. Same thing with WWR, but right now this looks like the hot play. This looks like the crowded play of this morning. A lot of eyes on WWR. A lot of attention is shifting from BIMI and SES over to WWR. So you guys can see how I call it like the mob of traders, or the crowd, whatever you want to call it. You can see the crowd play of the day is now WWR. It's no longer BMII. So you're gonna have more volume flock over to the new play, the hot play of the morning. So when you're longing, you do really want to be where your majority of traders are, because that one does have the more of a likelihood to go on a nice rip and run. All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna put some two more level twos and see if I could fit this. I think I can. I think I've done it before. I do have 3 hot plays this morning. So you guys know the gappers. PSTV is a new one, so we'll see if this one hits the scanners at all this morning. But this is I don't prefer when we have a lot of plays. I prefer when we have maybe 1 or 2. We don't really need that. All right, let me see if I can do this. Get 3 scanners, 3 level 2s up. But make sure you guys are staying safe today. As much as we like how we have hot volume and momentum, make sure you guys are being disciplined, and you're waiting for your setups to come to you, and do not force. No, WWR going for 8. That's funny. I joked around this morning with come too. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna hold the $8. I couldn't do it, guys. I'm too disciplined. Who would have known it was gonna hit $8? But hey, in this market, anything's possible. I think I was joking around with that when I was at like $4. When it was at $4, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna hold the 8. But obviously, I couldn't do it. I couldn't hold that long. But alright, we got 4 minutes. Definitely psyched up for this market to open. Oh, I forgot to put up one more. I'm going to put up SES. So we're going to have to fit a smaller SES right here. Alright. Better than none. Alright, there you guys go. So I'm really curious to see what we're going to do at open. I don't have, a super strong bias for anything at the moment. I'm kind of keeping open, especially on SES BIMI, keeping open. But like I said, I think we could see maybe one or two of these, dying off today. I could definitely see that. So SES coming to our $15 line here. SSR will open up today on SES. So looks like we are going to open SSR this morning on SES. Guys, you're not going to be able to catch every single play, so don't beat yourself over it. Just move on and wait for your next setup to present itself. Alright, looks like market is about to open on up. Sure, you guys are being safe, being smart. I went over my game plan. Make sure you guys have your own game plan and you're looking for your own setups. If you don't see anything set on up, no reason to take any trades. And alright, market is open here. And let's see, SES getting this little bit of a wash here out of the open. Below below that mark, I'm looking around that 1250 area. That's my next line, that 1250 area. There's WWR right out of the gates, 8:30. So it looks like this is the hot play of the day, the crowded play of the day over on WWR. BMII starting to dump a little here. BMII. See if that could hold $10. SES starting to curl, so I would say I like SES a lot over BMII. Was considering a small short there on BMII out of the pop there. Didn't take it though. There's 930s. Remember, SSR is active now on SES. So I did take a small long on SES, small size. Be very careful, guys. Very careful. This is day 3, but I like the risk off the lows. So I'm in 1530, small size on SES. Here we go. We get this pop over 16. So I am in small on SES. So I like the risk there off the lows for, some continuation here on SES. SSR is open. We got this week open. We reclaimed my $15 line. And I want to see if we get this push here on SES. I'm in very small size in 1,000 shares. Do have a little bit of a cushion too on the day off my pre-market trade. So I'm willing to take a little bit of a riskier trade. This is normally a trade I usually wouldn't take. Very rarely would I ever take, a day 3 long setup. So, for that reason, I am in very small. Let's see BMII here, coming on up to 1040s, 11. Big spreads here on BMII. Volume's still pretty low in this pop, guys. Volume is pretty low in this pop. But let's see. We halted there. Look for a second there. We were halted on BMII. So BIMI right back in action. Let's see, WR, I haven't really focused on this one too much. Let me see how it's looking. Like I said, this one does have a, if you see this one pulling back, on WWR there. So we'll see how that one, turns on out. BMII still ripping here. There's RKDA. I know Come to Life over in chat, did call this one out. And please, guys, don't want anyone following my trades. Please be taking your own setups. Do not follow my trades. I don't want to get a DM saying, Nick, I took your trade, I lost. It's not what I like to hear from anyone. It does make me a little upset. So make sure you guys are taking your own setups. There's RKDA, nice 580s. Really choppy on BMII here. Straight down to 930, straight back up to 12, straight down to 1050, and there's SES, guys, starting to dump a little here. And I did have to take a small loss right there on SES. So I did have to take a small loss there on SES, guys. Very small loss. I told you guys, I was in super small, 1,000 shares. So I only gave back, about $500-600 of my profits right there. So I'm out of that one. And there's BMII back below 10. Just crazy action there on BMII. So scary right there. So I'm 100% out of SES at the moment. Was thinking to get this SSR on. We get this curl action, held my $15 line, and just didn't have any follow through, and I'm fine with that. Still very green on the day this morning. Nice, happy trader. You got BMII at 940. Nice, great job. So you have to see, we're seeing a lot of dumping this morning, guys. We are seeing a lot of dumping this morning. We've had 3 extremely hot days in a row. Extremely hot. This morning, I made $4,500 on WWR. Yesterday, banked on, SES. Same on Friday, banked on SES. And you can see this morning, we're seeing a little bit of dumping. We're seeing a lot of these stocks, open up. BMII opened up, dump. WWR, quick rip, now dumping. So, things are coming back to, coming down a little this morning, guys. Completely fine. So, you still got to be safe. You got to be smart. could definitely be seeing, reality set in on some of these plays. So that's multiple rejection right there on so BMI having trouble getting back above 10 here. So let's see WWR. So many plays, guys. It's hard to focus on, everything at once right now. Apologize if I'm missing anything. Let's see. There's WWR, quick pop over 8. VWAP on WWR is back at 680. Back at 680. So right now, just watching at the moment. WR a little overextended for me to get long. It's up too much at the moment for me. I can't be buying at $8. Not bad if anyone caught that dip under 7. SES dumping. Nothing there. BMI here. Looking a little weak here on BMI at the moment. Looking a little weak here. So let's see BMI. See how it looks around this 1050 area. See how it looks around 1050 right here. Not bad here for a risk off a it's $11 area for a short on BMI, smaller size. You're risking that $11 area. I did take it there on BMI. Right, this 10-10 area. So I'm risking that 11 line. So small size short here on BMI. Be very careful. But I'm seeing some weakness here on BMI. So let me see. Did I get filled here? Okay, yeah, just got filled there on BMI. Small size at that 1020 area. WWR. ARTW, 1.9 million in float. There's 970s. Nice BMI. Let's see if we get this dump below 950. Could get halted on the downside on BMI. SES back at 1290s. So like I said, we're seeing, SES and, hopefully BMI start to, give back some of their gains here, this morning. We're seeing some volume move over to RTW now. ARTW, excuse me. So you could check out this one on the level 2. And we're also seeing, how's WWR looking. I haven't been able to focus on this one too much this morning because I was focused on SES and BMI. Volume is pretty light there, so be careful there on ARTW. So, let's see here. So when we are shorting, guys, we like to look for the opposite. I like to look for the opposite. You guys can see what are we doing here on BMI, guys. We had a morning pop of rejection, came back down. And you can see we're putting in, a lower high. So the opposite of, higher lows. You can see, lower high, lower high, lower high. You can see each pop, rejection. We're not seeing, a lot of strength here on the bids. Yes, it is possible. It still is a micro float that it can still hold this 950 area and squeeze some shorts out. But like I said, so far this morning, I'm seeing some better signs here on the level 2 with the level tape, and you can see the volume, guys, slowly fading on out here on BMI. Same thing with SES. We're seeing kind of the same thing on SES right there. So right now, clearly, hot play of the morning is on WWR. So this is where you guys should be looking if you're looking for a possible long. Sorry if I haven't gotten to any questions just yet. So let me see. You guys are saying, how does WWR look? So definitely want to see this 950 area pull. If not, we could see shorts get a little nervous and we could see a quick pop. Let me see, WWR. Yeah, I'd wait for more, that $6 line on WWR, and just putting in a higher low here at 7. So if you want to be a little bit more aggressive, you could look for the $7 entry, risking that 650, but it is a little bit of a wider risk there. So, yeah, I would definitely wait for some sort of, pullback toward that $6 line. Sorry I haven't been able to focus on WR too much this morning, guys. There's only so many plays, I could focus on. So I gotta focus on the trade I'm in right now on BMII. So I want to see this 950s pull. You can see I like how we're staying under 10. Rejecting that line. Putting in these lower highs on BMII. Volume slowly fading on out. But at the same time, doesn't take much to pop it. So let's see here. Nice rejection right there at the $10 mark. Let's see. Nice. I like how the bids pulled there. Very nice on BMII. 980s, but we want to see it stay below. Could still trap if it doesn't. Nice. Looks like BMII might be dead here. See the bids keep pulling. I like how $10 is not holding strong there. It's very weak here on BMII. Should die here on BMII here. If BMI were strong, guys, we would see the bids hold steadily above 10. But you could see each time we come up to 10, the bids pull really aggressively, showing a lot of weakness on the tape. So all we need is that 950 area to pull. And, I think this thing should be making a new low. We could definitely see, $7, even $6 today on BMII. Some bidders there on WWR. Seeing some bidders here around the 670 area. How are the shippers looking today? Let's see. Alright. Yep, you know, I have audio. I just wasn't talking for a second right there. So let's see. WWR. PSTV. Coming up to 350. Coming up to the pre-market highs. Let's get this rug pull here on BIMI. Let's see. PSTV over that 350 mark. Let's see if we get this rug pull. WR back at 790. What's going on here? Nice pop off. Anyone caught that dip? You know, 670s. You know, I did say at 670 area. Saw some bidders. Let's see BMI out. Let's get this wash. FTNW up 100%. FTNW halted here. FTNW halted. See it, BMII. Let's get this. Get this 950 breakdown here. Nice, got in at 708 out of 820. Awesome. Nice, come to life, crushed it on WR. Congrats, man. You're watching the stream. So watch this 950 area. We want to see this pull. We don't want to see soaking here at 950. We want to see 950's pull. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful bid pull. 903s. Beautiful. Let's get halted. Let's get halted, BMII. Come on. Let's get halted. Come on. Bam. Beautiful. There we go. That's what we do on the short side, boys. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Let's go. That's how we do it. We just got to do the opposite, guys. We got to look for the opposite on the short side. We see these bearish things, we look for the opposite, right? So BMI, and you guys see the risk management too. I took a $400 loss on whatever SES, but I made 4K this morning on WWR, and now I'm up. I had 1,000 shares from 1020, so I'm up like $1,500. So the risk management there, and we see the opposite, guys. We see this, the spike on up, hard rejection, putting in lower high. So the opposite, you could see lower high, lower high. Once I saw that, started getting short, risking 11. So I was only risking, 80 cents, and I did get another add in. Originally at 500 shares, but I did add a little bit more. Right at this $10 mark. Once I saw the bids kept on pulling. The bids kept on pulling 10. Wasn't holding safe over 10. Each pop, we're seeing weakness on the tape. We're not seeing that aggression. We're not seeing big bidders. We're not seeing, that good action I look for. And it's good to know this too. Even if you guys aren't short sellers, it's good to recognize a weak tape. I did have a 10-20 average, but my average came down to like 10.05. Yeah, 10.05. Because I did add a little bit more. So, I'll probably be, I'm not going to be greedy. I'll probably be covering, after the unhalt. My target was like low eights because, I did have an $8 line mapped up. All right, so now I'm in the money. Shorts for me, I'm a little more. When I'm on short, guys, I'm a little more. I'm a little bit more. I'm not as comfy. I like longing better. I just feel more comfortable. It's just more natural to me because I do long more than I short. So I'm short, a little bit more tense. Obviously, I'm still calm. I know my risk and everything, but especially when you're shorting, a micro float. I never recommend to do it, guys, but feel a little bit more on the edge. But now I'm in the money a little bit here, so once we unhalt, I'll probably be taking profits, and then I could venture out and see what else is going on. Let's see, TRPX. I saw a lot of you guys killed it on WWR. Do I think there's gonna be a bounce on SES or BIM later? Uh, yeah, I'm sure we'll see a bounce at some point, but right now, the trends change, and we're seeing weakness now. It's day 3 on SES, day 2 on BMI, and we're seeing a lot of weakness. So, you got to respect the trend change and wait for it to start to base consolidate, and then we could look for our bounce. Yeah, what time does it get halted? Fuck. Let's see. 9:57. Yeah, we should be resuming any second here now on BMI. So I'll look to take, after this unhalt. Here we go. Nice resumption here. $8. Trying to get filled here on the bids. We're waiting for the ass to I'm gonna hold it for the $7 breakdown. Nice. Out here some at 760s. It was 760s out. Was patient there. Nice little breakdown. Still holding 500 shares left. See if you get low sevens here. Beautiful. This is what I was expecting. BMI, very nice. We hold it again? Nope. We're not. Almost. 738s will be the halt. We missed it by like a second there. Still holding 500 shares. I'm going to get out here. Alright, what a trade. Nice short winner right there. Didn't load up big size, guys, but for the size I had, it was a nice winner. Really nice winner. It's a good question, Jason. Let me look right now. Yeah, so I made about $2,600 on that trade. So I made about $2,600 in that BMIM short, and I only had 1,000 shares on it. So all out of that one. Look at this 690s. You could definitely be seeing lower. On BMII. So fantastic trade right there. And let's see what else we got going on here this morning. I wasn't able to focus too much on WWR this morning, so let me look what's going on here. SES sub 12 now. All right, so WWR, nice uptrend here on WWR. This 670s area was not a bad area at all to buy. Risking this prior support level, and I did see some bidders there at 670s. So if anyone took that 670s entry, nice entry for you. Let's see, now coming up, we're gonna have overhead at $9 here. Man, it's crazy to think this is at $9. This is crazy to think this is at $9. I was holding a 350 average this morning, long on this. Crazy to think it's at 9. I was joking around that I could get to 8, and hey, in the supernova market, anything's possible. These micro floats go crazy. So we're gonna have the 650 support level. So I wouldn't be playing the 750 line, 650 right there, some support. So, if you want to play it up here, I would just say quick scalps you could look for. And you want to play the 750 line, you can. I'll be waiting for more of like a 650 line to play it. Oh, look at BMII, hold it again. Halted again, 650s. Wow. So I got to that short at 720s. Now it's at 650 halted, so you could be seeing back down to 6, maybe even $5. Anyone take that short with me? I know most of you guys are long traders. You're long bias traders. I do like the long more times than not. But hey, if I see a good short setup present itself, you bet I'm gonna take it. Yeah, so I'm guessing a lot of you guys, didn't have borrows or you didn't take the short with me. Let's see. GRPX. LEDS former runner. I haven't heard this name in a long time. LEDS. Kind of forming an ascending triangle pattern here. Put in our trend line. You guys kind of see that forming this ascending triangle pattern, flat top breakout, whatever you want to call it. Holding that nice uptrend right there. Oh, thank you. Bids are at 605, 585. Dreambox, you're walking away with your profit. Very nice. Appreciate it, man. A good opportunity on the long side today on WWR, and some nice opportunity on the short side for BIMI and SES. So today, we had both longs and shorts, having a good time. Jason, I'm using center point. Some good brokers are short. Our Trade Zero, Speed Trader, Center Point Securities. Those are some good shorting brokers. And Cobra Trading too. Cobra Trading is also a good one. Jason, yeah, for the most part, I would say the last year, this 2019 year, have been, the borrows. It's not even center point. It's just all around have been much more difficult to come by. Just in general, we're having a lot more traders get into the short side of things, and now a lot of people know about these brokers. It used to be a little bit of low key, back in prior years. Not many people heard of Cobra Trading. Not many people heard of Centerpoint. But now it's kind of like a common thing. Everyone knows about it. So you're having a lot more people open up accounts with these brokerages, and just making more competition for the borrows. Let's see, DTSS halted. Very light volume there, halted. PSTV. I don't love it too much. This went on a recent run. Yeah, look at it now. It just went on a recent run. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of bag holders from this day here. We did 7 million in volume. And we had another volume day here. We did 16 million in volume, very recent. Had a 4 million volume day there as well. So we're gonna have some overhead bag holders, and that's what came into play this morning. We saw probably a lot of profit takers, coming around 350, and well, not profit takers, excuse me, bag holders, and sold on off. See WR trying to break out of this ascending triangle pattern here, this flat top breakout. Coming on up to $9 here. We'll see if we get this breakout and possibly see $10 today. Do we have any overhead? So we're gonna have some $10 resistance. $10 is the second strongest resistance line. I'd say $1 and $10 very probably the two strongest natural support lines. So we're gonna have some mental resistance there at 10, and there's the break of 9. 920s. This is 3 days in a row, guys. We're seeing 200+% gainers. Insane market we're in right now. Yep, 100%. Definitely some bag holders there. TWMC here, 500K float. Is there news? But you guys are seeing the trend. It's we're seeing low float stocks. So it's always good to recognize the trend of what we're seeing in the market. So we're seeing low float stocks under 2 million in float, with news. The last 3 big runners, SES had news. It was 900K in float. BMI had news. It was a 1.8 million in float, and now WWR, 1.6 million in float with news. That's the common trend we're seeing, in this small cap market. TWMC here starting to pick up a little. Now let's see if does this one have news. That is a very low float there, 500K. Very low float there. TWMC, does this have news? Yep, Yahoo has the same float. So I'm not seeing any news on it. I'm not seeing any news on it. Let me see if there's any filings, recent filings. TWMC. Alright, so no news or filings. It looks like it is halted there. I guess TWMC there is just moving off the low float at 500K. So you could put this one on the bottom level too. TWMC halted. E-Trade's saying their news here. Is it just saying that because it's halted? Sometimes it just says that when it gets halted. Yeah, I'm not seeing any news. BMI has been halted for a while. There. DTSS. Alright. So we'll wait for the resumption on TWMC. BMI is still halted. It's been a long halt. 10:07, so 10 minutes, so it should open up in the next few moments here on BMI. FTNW, light volume. TRPX, light volume. PSTV. dumped on off, and there's open. BMI is hold open here. 615. Did resume there at 615. I'm thinking we should get a bounce here. I mean, from $10 to $6, short to that greedy. I know we do have a lot of longs who are now stuck too, but expecting some sort of pop here on the play here. At the same time, I wouldn't really be looking for a dead cat bounce because you know how quickly this could get halted to the downside, and that's the last thing you want to get stuck in. NVCN. So there's your 650 bounce right there, off 6. And I just want to give every viewer here just a heads up. Unfortunately, there will be no live stream tomorrow. Something I do have to attend to tomorrow. There's not many things that could remove me from my screen here. I love what I do, but this is one of those things that I do have to go to tomorrow. So there will be no live stream tomorrow morning. I'll remind you guys in chat too. And also this afternoon, I won't be here as well. So after the morning session, I won't be too active today. So just want to give you guys a heads up that no live stream tomorrow. But things will resume. Things will resume Thursday and Friday. So just wanted to let you guys know that. You got it. Yep. So no live stream, and I won't be here most of the day in chat this afternoon, and probably most of the day tomorrow. I won't be here too much either, but I'll be back. Be back Thursday and Friday. And Friday, yep, we're gonna do a giveaway on Friday. Thank you guys. So a little bit of a lull in the action right now. So if you guys have any questions, it is 10:20. Feel free to ask. Any questions. Chuck, thank you. Appreciate it. Hope you guys are also having a good week as well. I hope you guys are learning something from the live streams. Resumption here on TWMC. Let's see how the volume looks. No news on it, so be careful, guys. It could just be a chat pump. Could just see this being a chat pump. The last 3 supernovas we had all had news towards them. We saw news on WWR, we saw news on SES, and we saw news on BIMI. So TWMC here does not have any sort of headline towards it. WWR, let's see. Did crack that trend line there I drew in place. So it did crack that trend line. So now we'll be looking towards our support lines. So we have a $6 line mapped here, and did bounce around the 650-ish area. And someone did mention that I do like playing off $half and whole numbers for support. I find those numbers the price reacts a lot better towards those areas. Same thing with sometimes the $half and the the $quarter. I like as well. So like 625, 650, 675. So you'll see most of my lines I do map up, unless there's like a clear cut area. Most of the time will be half dollar, whole dollars, quarter dollar numbers. Nice, Preston. Great job, man. Good job waiting for being patient on the short. BMI 635 to 680. Fantastic. And nice SES as well. Great job. Good seeing some short sellers in here. I like seeing a little bit of a mixture. Yeah, I don't use fibs. I know a lot of traders who do use fib lines, and they love them. But for me, I do like using just natural support lines and mapping out my own lines. Nice, Casper just smoked DTSS. Hope you meant that in a good way. So yeah, DTSS, $1 to $3, 340. It's not even hitting our scanners here. Maybe it's too light in volume. I don't see it. I don't see it up here. And look at that, TWMC back at 370. So that one was a pump there. Probably a chap pump. I bet you. DTSS up 280%. What's going on with this one? I didn't even see this. No one even alerted me. Yeah, that's really light volume there, bud. That's really light volume. Only 365K. I like looking along, good, real volume, something like a WWR, an SES, a BMI. So yeah, I'd probably say be a little cautious on that one. I'd probably be looking to take profits, right after the unhalt. If I was you, or if I was in the trade, that's what I would be doing. Let's see, any news? Float 6 million, but it's so thin. What's the average volume on this thing? Yeah, 25. On such light volume. What happened? It was an ad? Again? I mean, you got hit with a Yahoo Finance ad again. Nah, guys, that wasn't my music. I'm sorry. I guess I gotta pull Yahoo Finance from now on up on my other account. My bad, guys. So start pulling it up on the other computer. Look at this, BMI halted on the upside now. Halted on the upside. Crazy action. It's hard to keep up with it today, guys. I feel like my head's like spinning a little bit. Guys, I'm sorry. I had no idea. That wasn't me. I wasn't playing any music. Yahoo Finance has ads now, and I have a I don't even know how it goes through. I didn't even hear it on my end, so I'm not sure what happened with that. Apologize about that. Yeah, I feel you, Casper. It's so hard to keep up. So hard to keep up with things right now. I'm probably done for the day. I'm pretty comfortable. What I've done in the past is, I would have a big day and I would just keep going, trade all day, try to get it up, and up and up. And, now I'm pretty good at, just being happy and just stopping. I don't want to go back to the well too many times. So, I had a nice day. The past 3 days have been home run days. And that's fantastic. 3 home run days in a row. I can't remember the last time, guys, I had 3 home run days in a row. It's been forever. It's been more than 2 months. No, I did have, and actually, I apologize. I did have, one home run day in Yuma. But other than that, it's been a little choppy. And, this is the time where I make, most of my money as a trader. This hot time, this hot market we're in. This is where, I push forward, and this is where most of my money comes, because the slow period comes again, and it's inevitable, guys. The slow period's gonna come again. Eventually we're gonna have a slow period, and during that time, these big days, hold me over for that. DTSS open. Yeah, I was looking at that too. SES looking to bottom a little bit. I could definitely see. I would not be surprised if SES, we get this big curl and we squeeze power hour. Maybe around 2 p.m. ish. So if you guys are trading, maybe look at SES later in the day for a curl. I would not be surprised if you see this thing curl later on today. I'm not saying it will happen, but just keep it on watch throughout the day on SES. And BMII, is this halted again? Did this resume and get halted again on BMII, or am I just seeing things now because there's so much going on? Let's see. No, I think that was the first halt to the upside today. Casper, you got stuck on the downside? Sorry to hear about that, buddy. Oh no, it looks like we're still open. We're still here. I'm seeing some orders go through. 320s, DTSS. It's a good opportunity to take some profits here if you guys are in on this one. It definitely is a little sketchy, guys. It's a sketchy volume, late volume here. Definitely be careful here on this one. 360s now. $390s. These are these setups that you guys gotta be careful on too. These ones tend to get have a higher risk of a T12 halt. So these are ones that you really want to be careful. Kind of reminds me of kind of like a plague a little bit. Just light volume, no volume, and just go straight up because there's no news or anything. There's no credibility. Light volume. These are ones you want to be really careful with because you never know. The next halt could be halted for months. So just want to throw that out there. Let's see. WWR. Let's see. We are coming into our first line here at 650. And I do have a $6 line mapped up as well. BMII is open here. Yeah, this is a setup that I don't trade. I never trade when I see a tape look like this and a stock look like this, just on light volume. Uh, I just these aren't setups that I like taking. To me, this is a lotto play. This is a lotto play here on DTSS. So I don't touch these lotto ones. No volume, large spreads, big tape, clearly manipulated, and high risk of T12 halt. So if you guys want to play a lotto, then go ahead here on DTSS, because this thing could be back at $2 in a second, or it could shoot up to $5-6. So 50-50s here on DTSS, and we're not here to play 50-50s. Go to casino if you want to do that. But we're here to take good, high reward, high risk, low risk setups. And this is high reward, high risk. Sterling, you taking the lotto? Good luck to you. Good luck. Hope it runs to $5-6. All I'll say is make sure you guys are taking profits on one like this. Time we got here is 10:34. 10:34. Say we probably give the stream another 10-15 more minutes. Yeah, you noticed that too, George, right? So many plays hitting the scanners. Like I said, my head's still spinning a little bit today. So many plays, just a lot of action right now. Nice, there goes the lotto, 450s. Sterling sold half, very nice. Coming up to 5 now. Coming up to $5 here. I feel like it's almost just as risky, shorting it too. I see some people saying they're gonna short it. It could just keep going up and up. There's just there's no read on it. It's just the tape's so thin, it could easily spike 70 cents in a second. It could get halted and then gap up $1. So I feel like shorting is just as risky. There it is. So I noticed I saw someone say they just shorted right there, and now you're stuck in a halt. So, these are just ones I just avoid. I avoid these ones because there's no telling how much this could go up. At the same time, it could just drop back to $2 in a second. So, yeah, there's no news on it, guys. There's no news. Sterling, nice, good job, quick dollar, smart job, taking the profits on it. You can't kick yourself, guys, selling early on this one. I saw Casper, you're kicking yourself. Hey, man, you really, like this, there's not much, you can't really, imply too much on this one. You can't, the volume's so light, the spreads are so thin. It's just a pump, that, just going up, higher than usual. So, can't kick yourself over it for something like that. Who would have known this go to $5-6? A play like WWR, this is more predictable. We could see clear-cut support levels, resistance levels. We could get a read off the tape, good active volume. You can see how much volume volatility is going on here. Uh, you know, you could get a lot better read on a play like this. This is a much better trade to much better stock to trade. You know, something like this, in my opinion. If you guys could trade whatever you want, I'm just giving you guys my thoughts and my opinions. So WWR coming down to our $6 line right here. So Reddit support. Let's see how the bids react. If we stay heavy below 6, we could definitely be seeing lower. So we want to see, $6 start to reclaim. So you want to see the bids. You want to see some bidders step in here and reclaim the $6 line. Yeah, guys, be careful. Last thing I want to see you guys is get stuck in a T12. That's the worst thing that could happen to you. Your money gets tied up for months, sometimes even years, and it's just a horrible situation to be put into. And like I said, these ones have high risk of T12 halts. No news, just up 500% on no news or anything, no volume, no liquidity on it. This is where you could lose your whole account on plays like these. And I'm sorry if I'm scaring any of you guys, but it's the truth. It's one of those things where I have to get across to you guys and tell you from my experience trading. I've seen these exact setups get T12 halted for months, and no people get stuck in them. And it sucks too on the short side. You think getting stuck in a T12 is good on the short side? Not always. It could get stuck for 2 years. I know a trader who was stuck in a T12 hole for 2 years, and he paid borrow fees every single damn day. And when it opened up, he ended up losing more money. Even though it opened up lower, he still lost more money because of the amount of borrow fees he had to pay overnight. Gamer, yes, they have to investigate. No, T12, yeah, T12 is bad 1,000% of the time. 1,000% of the time. I don't know if I have the live stream replay. It may have been from my old live streams, but I'm pretty sure I had Plague when it resumed. Plague dropped from like $13 to like $3 when it opened up. Yeah, so good point there, Ricky. So everyone go look up what a T12 trading alt is right now if you don't know what it is. It's something that, you guys should all know. Yeah, LFIN, good example. I was T12 halted. I forgot where that one opened up. Maybe it was it like $30? I know it ran to like 120 and then it resumed at like 30 or $40. So yep. So you guys don't have to stress if you're in right now. It's a volatility halt. LUDP is a volatility halt. And we are open here. Are open here. There's 480s, 475. Bang, back at 418. Surprised that didn't get halted there. Still going here. Yeah, Ricky. I've heard. I'm sure you've heard. It could be years too. I've heard. Of T12s being halted for years. I think the longest one I heard was 2 years. That was the longest one I've heard. 2 years halted. Let's see how everything else is looking. WWR, nice off the $6 line. Nice little bounce there. Had a small crack, but nice little reclaim. So this is one you can watch throughout Power Hour for a possible curl. Let's see what else. We got SES. How's SES looking? SES kind of broke that trend there. Kind of broke that uptrend. How's BMI looking? BIMI. BMI trying to curl around too. But I feel like this kind of killed the momentum on it a lot. You know, these halts and that drop. Oh, WDR, my thoughts on it. You know, I like how it reclaimed $6. I would say, you know, maybe watch for like, you know, maybe an afternoon move on it on WWR. You know, wait for some you know, signs of a reversal. You know, some higher lows, and you know, see how it sets on up. You know, later on today. But I think it's good if this thing has some you know, some consolidation first, and then go on a rip, rather than just going straight up. Wait for some consolidation. Wait for a good bullish chart pattern to form, and then I go attack it. Alright, so it's 10:45 right now. I'm pretty much done for my morning trading. So I'll probably give the stream guys another 5 more minutes because I do have something I have to do this afternoon, and also tomorrow morning. A heads up again, just a reminder that there will be no live stream tomorrow morning. Live stream will resume on Thursday, and Friday we'll be doing a giveaway. JMU here. JMU, former runner. Another Chinese name. Chris, appreciate that, man. Thank you. You know, best 2 trades in a long time. That makes me really happy. Nice job. And also, if you guys don't mind, you know, drop a like, subscribe, and share the video if you want to help support this live stream. Sweet. So I'll wrap it up in the next few minutes, and I hope you guys all enjoyed the live stream. For me today, I did have 3 trades in the day. 2 for 3 on my trades. You know, I did long WWR this morning, right around this 350 area. Rode some up to $6. My final sell there. Then I did have a small loss on SES. Was kind of looking for that curl play, and I did get stopped out on that one for a small loss. And then I did have that nice winner on BMI on the short side. You know, I shorted here this $10 area after seeing multiple rejections and weakness on the tape, and I have my last cover at 720. So overall, it's been a good trading day for me. There's KBSF. This is a good old friend, KBSF. But this one has been dormant for so long on KBSF. Back in 2017, I had a monster winner on it. Yep. Back in 2017, this thing ran from $2 to $14, $15. Look at this DTSS. Look at that. Classic pump and dump. You know, straight up and straight back down. I use Centerpoint, E-Trade, TD Ameritrade, and I also in process of opening up another account through another broker to get some more availability on shorts. Kind of deciding between like Cobra and Speed Trader. Let's see how we're looking. All right, so I want to wrap it up in the next 2 minutes, guys. So any last questions, feel free to ask. WWR 550. So WWR guys starting to give back a lot. It's kind of more steep of a drop than I would have liked to have seen. So be careful on WWR now. Below $6. Kind of made that bouncy ball pattern. It's a short pattern I like to look for sometimes. My backside line was 6. It broke, came back up, and immediately recracked. So that $6 line, on the recrack would have been a good short entry if anyone was looking for that on the short side. So kind of a bearish setup here I like to look for, and it is forming that pattern right here on WWR. So. George, usually I'll come back around like 1:30ish. I'll look for some trades around there. Very rarely will I trade lunch hours. Very rarely I will. And I'll look for some power hour 2 p.m. setups. And most of the time I won't trade. I mean, I'll just look around. I'll always hop back on just to look, see what's going on. But this afternoon I won't be here, so right after the live stream, I'm gonna get ready and have to head out somewhere. And same thing with tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be out, pretty much all day. So I'll be back. I'll be back here on Thursday for the live stream. Joe, appreciate the support. Thank you very much. And if you guys haven't already, also give us a follow on Twitter. My Twitter handle is NickTrades20, and my Instagram is it's velocity_trading. So if you guys want to follow us on social media, you guys could go do that. Rami, hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly there. Yeah, we do have Velocity Trading merchandise. I do giveaways. I mean, if you really want, I could. I'm thinking about it. I was talking to Alex. Maybe we'll make it, available for everyone to buy. So we're gonna consider doing that. I mean, if anyone really wants a T-shirt, like they really want to rock the Velocity merch, you can DM me. I could hook you up with a T-shirt. Not for free though. The free ones will be for any giveaway winners. Oh, only 2 likes on the video. I guess you guys didn't like the stream today. Maybe because it was shorting today. I know a lot of you guys like to go long. Is that why? I don't really care. I don't really care. Oh, know what it could be, Casper? Well, it could be people didn't love the stream, but it could be YouTube. For some reason, someone said yesterday that they're not like the likes were getting rejected. Yeah, I don't know why. The likes were getting rejected for some reason. So I guess YouTube may have a problem with my streams. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you for the support. Means a lot to me. Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think the likes got rejected. I'll have to send an email to YouTube to figure out what happened right there. Yeah, I don't understand why they're not letting you guys support the channel. I used to have some beef with me on YouTube. I may have to send them an email and ask why the likes are getting rejected. So IBS, I'm sorry. You know, it's like I said before. There's only certain things that could take me away from the screen, and this is one of them. It's a family matter that I have to attend to. So unfortunately, I can't be here tomorrow and this afternoon. So I guess I'll be back on be back Thursday. That's weird. You guys are seeing different likes. Yeah, gamer. I also see 6. You guys are seeing 46. You got someone seeing 14. Uh, Gloria, I'm not sure your question, and I do have to get going, guys, in a minute here. So, you guys could exit now if you do have any last questions, because I do got to get going. Refresh my scanners. I think everything's refreshed. I'm about to get off anyway, so I think everything is good right here. I see everything's scrolled up, and I see everything's working here. How to start trading penny? You gotta be a little bit more specific than that. Gotta be a little bit more specific than that. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Update to YouTube. Let me try that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I refreshed it and it's working now. 47 likes. Sweet. All right, cool. So I guess I don't have to email YouTube. Thank you very much for that, cats. Awesome. All right, but guys, that's gonna be it for me. It's 10:56. I do have to get going a little bit, so I hope you all enjoyed the stream the past few days. It's been a blast. I've been having so much fun these last 3 days. It's been super hot, and hopefully this momentum can continue to carry over. And good luck to everyone trading tomorrow. Like I said, apologies I can't be here. I have a I have something I do have to attend to. So good luck to all you tomorrow. Be safe. Be smart. Don't give in to FOMO. I know FOMO is high right now. So that's gonna be it for me, guys. Peace.